following segment is sponsored by North Star Financial and Retirement Planning.
It's understandable to have some concerns, even some fears when it comes to retirement, but surveys have found half of retirees are afraid to use their savings. George Fossing and Zach Jenkins are joining us now. They're part of the team at North Star Financial, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts, and they are joining us now. Good morning to you both.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Hey, so half of retirees are afraid to use their savings. What do you make of that?
Well, it's for people that are working and then they retire one day, they realize, hey, we're unemployed. We've got 30 years to make this money last. And the folks we deal with, they have money. They've been saving. They've been putting away their whole lives. So they're savers naturally. At some point, you start having to take money out. That's kind of freaky for a lot of people. All of a sudden, from going from an accumulation to a distribution side of it. And it makes people a little nervous. So we need to address that. That's a big deal. It's where you have to start.
Right. Living like a miser is not what everybody's been working decades for and doing all the planning. So tell us, how do we put ourselves in a position to spend our savings with confidence during retirement?
Yeah, so definitely not. You've worked hard. People work for 30, 40 years. They've worked hard to enjoy their retirement. The last thing you want to do is spend too quickly and run out of money. But again, like you just said, you don't want to live like a miser. You want to enjoy that. Maybe it's going on trips with the grandkids, doing stuff with family you want to do. So, putting together a well thought out, put together plan is key to that. We talk about it all the time. Last week on the show, we talked about giving money jobs. So maybe it's putting money in different buckets, giving it different jobs. So one of the first steps would be creating an income plan, setting aside some of your retirement savings specifically to fund what we're going to call a self-funded pension. So tax planning can be a big part of that, understanding how Social Security plays a role, and on and on and on. But those are just some of the first few things that we can start addressing when building an effective plan.
Well, and I know building a plan is something you don't want anybody to overlook. Also, people want to emulate the wealthy. Is planning for income something they do?
Absolutely. Who doesn't really? Yeah, you have to. You want multiple ways for your money to come in out there. The big thing, too, we share with people is, don't you want to get as much back as possible? No one's guaranteed tomorrow. We want to be able to spend and enjoy. This COVID thing's, getting by us. Things are coming back to reality where we want to be. And understanding you can spend. Let's help you get the most out of your money as you possibly can without fear of outliving it is a huge deal. Like I said, living defensively with your money afraid, that's just no way to go about retirement. And sometimes you just need a guiding hand. That's where we step in on a professional level and put this plan together, as Zach said, and help them out.
Yeah, and everybody wants to be guided into having this reliable income that you talk about. What does that do for our lifestyle overall?
Sleeping at night, it's real simple. Yeah, you're not worrying about money. Not worrying about losing a job because your job is your money, and if it's working for you and it's safe and it's protected, it's a great place. You see people out there, we all know them, they're real nervous. They look at their money, they're just nervous. And the other people are just relaxed, having fun. And those people that are usually relaxed, having fun, have a guaranteed source of income. You see a lot of people with pensions, retired teachers, people who work for big companies out there. The rest of us that don't have pensions, we need to go ahead and set that up. So you can sleep at night, not worry, have that paycheck come in, and without fear about living it. That's the number one thing, Margaret.
Yeah. So you want to be relaxed, you want to be able to have fun, sleep at night. How can proper tax planning help all those things happen? What do you want us to know before we let you go today?
Well, the big thing with that, Zach and I love to do this, is the more we can put in our clients' pockets as opposed to Uncle Sam's. Mm-hmm. We're like rock stars if we could do that. And it takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of learning to do this. Most people are candidates for future tax savings. The big thing we want to just leave with this is a lot of people just had their taxes done and completed. And you worked with your tax professional, you did a nice job, or you did it yourself. But have you addressed future taxes? Have you looked at your 401k and say, in 5 years, what's this going to look like? What's my tax situation going to look like? We put that together for folks where the tax preparers don't do. We take over for that. See what your retirement's going to look like on a tax side in 5 or 10 years. Taxes are scheduled to go back up in 2026, right around the corner. Get in front of it. Many people we can help. I think a lot more than we can't, but it's fine. People just find it worth their time to find out.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for walking us through it always. And thanks for being here today, George and Zach.
Thank you, Margaret.
Thank you.
As always, appreciate it.
And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and would like to learn more about how to help protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, North Star Financial has a great offer for you. Right now until August 2nd, they're offering a complimentary no-obligation investment portfolio review. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meetings so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, 309-8146.